ETV Sports presents Eagan High School Wildcat Hockey. Tonight, the Wildcats take on the Burnsville Blaze.
One on, one off like this.
All right, we welcome you inside the Eagan Civic Arena. It's time for South Suburban Varsity Hockey.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right here on ETV.
We'll be more of them.
Tonight,
Get
the
your
Wildcats hosting the Blaze from Burnsville. Mike Cook here on the call. We're going old school tonight. Special guest appearance by Mr. Ted Klunder.
Hey, good to be
commentary
here.
Tonight.
Good to be here. Glad to be back. First one, I think, in Eagan Arena for me this year, actually.
TK, glad to have you on board, though.
Thank you, sir. Good to be here. Good to be here.
Well, we got a couple of teams tonight looking to get back on the winning side of things. Wildcats going through a little bit of a tough stretch right now. They are 0-3-1 in their last four. Burnsville's lost four straight.
Big game for the Cats and the Blaze, actually. If you're looking at the playoff race, that's for sure. You know, these teams are both in the same section now. That wasn't the way it was back a few years ago. So this really does have impact further down the road than just in the league standings.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I mean, right now you would say probably St. Thomas Academy would get the one.
Yep.
Rosemount and Eastview right there, they're top of the conference. They're going to be 2-3 right now, and this could be a battle for, most likely, Eagan will get the 4. But
I think that's what's going to end up happening. This game does mean something tonight.
But you can definitely cement something here if you're the Wildcats.
Absolutely.
Eagan comes into this game, they are sitting about the middle of the pack. They're 13-7-1 on the season, 7-6-1 in conference play. It's been a down year for Burnsville right now. They're 6-15 overall, 5-9 in South Suburban play. But you know, Burnsville, they've had a, dare I say, a tradition of what a hit there by Kaluski, by the way. And the student section loving that. Oshin with an opportunity there for Burnsville. Quick shot. Actually, that was Kilson, number 4. Check that. Oshin is 3. We'll see him later on tonight.
Good job by Kaluski there to put his man down, but we need someone behind him to get that puck out and support.
Just a finish point. Burnsville always been one of those teams you don't want to see in the playoffs.
No, I
Donnie
agree.
Kibahani does a nice job of getting his team up and prepared. And we should have an ice here on the Wildcats. And we do 56 seconds into this one.
Yeah, he's an experienced coach. There's no question about that. He understands, you know, how to ramp up for those section playoffs. And they played in a tougher section back in the day with the Edinas and the Prior Lakes and that side, so they know competition.
A couple years ago, they were down at the X, if I remember correctly.
Yep, you are correct, sir.
Part of the, remember the Barry Melrose All Here team on ESPN?
Absolutely.
Remember that? Yeah, they had that. Yeah. The flow. Of course, Eagan, they're looking to make it back to the state tournament. It's been a few years since they've been down at the X, but that's way, way down the road.
Yeah, hopefully we get some breaks here down the stretch. They can definitely compete with these teams in this section. There's no question in my mind they could get there.
The Wildcats are going to control in their own zone, moving right to left across your screen. Here on ETV, a slimmed down version of ETV tonight. Unfortunately, we don't have a replay tonight, but we're still happy to be here with you watching Wildcat hockey here on ETV and our friends from the 952, the Burnsville Blaze. Blaze opportunity, there's a quick shot that goes off the stick of Toussaint up into the netting, and we'll have a whistle.
Good job there by, I think it was the defenseman that stepped out there and got himself in between the puck and the net, tipped it up out of play, and have a face-off to the right.
Brandon Toussaint, once again, the man between the pipes for the Wildcats. 228 on the goals against average and 911 save percentage. Does have 3 shutouts on the year.
I think that might be the most for an Eagan goaltender in quite some time.
Well, I think for all those stats, boy, he's played so many minutes. And
yeah.
Last 2 years around here, Coach Taylor's had where he's been able to really rotate the goalies a little bit more.
Right. I know last year it was a back and forth between he and Jeremy Manzella, and down the stretch, Jeremy did pick it up and kind of took the job over, but Brennan just definitely got his time.
Looks like Burnsville's going to win the draw on that one. Behind the net are the Blaze. Trying to turn and come. That's number 20 for Burnsville, Sam Rody. Out, and that one never got through to Toussaint. Good pressure early on, though, by Burnsville. Definitely getting the better of the play here in the opening 2 minutes of this one. Squirts on. Here comes Johnny Myers and Colin Meyer hustling in for the Wildcats. We've said throughout the year a very fast Wildcat squad.
Yeah,
gonna have to tag up.
These guys can definitely skate. Speed is their strength. There is no question about that.
And wafting it almost off the ceiling for Burnsville was Tyler Sanders, senior defenseman. And he's going to head to the benches. Burnsville makes almost a wholesale change that time, heading back. For the Wildcats right now, you've got Drew Wilson out there, number 25, along with Beneke, 22. And I believe that Cole Gibson will be far side over the number 9 for the Eagan Wildcats. It's like Taylor changing things up a little bit. Toussaint save, and he quickly falls on the puck. Great opportunity there for Burnsville.
Good job there by Toussaint to get big in front of that net and then controlled the rebound and hopped right on it. Good job.
Corey Bell, I think, was the man that went to the net for the Blaze.
Fairly young team, I believe, here for Burnsville. There are not very many seniors on this squad this year.
They don't have many, and Eagan has even fewer with just 3.
Yeah, 2 young squads.
It's going to go all the way down. Should be an ice, and it is. Yeah, for the Wildcats right now, you got number 12, Cole Poplinski, Toussaint between the pipes,
and Kaluski.
Isaac Kaluski, the big defenseman. Those are the only 3 seniors on this Wildcat squad.
Yeah, it's an odd year.
I say congrats to the Eagan JV. They beat Burnsville 4-2 here before this one.
Good job.
And I'm telling you, a lot of those kids, they've been kind of playing both JV and varsity. So the future looks really good for these Wildcats right now. There's Eagan for Burnsville. Wears sweater number 10. Leaves behind the net for number 9. That's Tompkins. Tompkins just a sophomore for the Burnsville Blaze. And the Wildcats got to get everybody back on sides. They do, and they regroup. Coming through and dumped it on down in. That's 24, Keegan Johnson. Actually never got all the way through. There's Randall there, William Randall, number 19 for the Wildcats. And Cole Poplinski out there with that group as well right now. And covered up by Connor Hayden, number 1 between the pipes tonight for the Burnsville Blaze.
I think Poplinski has bounced around to a couple lines, and I think they've kind of settled in on this one as of recently. So good combination between Poplinski, Randall, and Keegan Johnson.
And Connor Hayden, almost 500 minutes in goal for Burnsville. He's 3-6. 237 on the goals against with a 917 save percentage. Splitting a lot of time with Connor Mock. But tonight, not Mock's turn. It's Hayden out there for Burnsville. Big hit there by Meyer for the Wildcats.
A good forecheck there. Took the body, took the man off the puck. Just did his job there to keep that puck deep.
Burnsville looking to bring it out with Harpole at 22. Cutting to the net, opportunity, and that goes just wide off the stick of Drobnik. Also there by Drobnik, number 23 for Burnsville, the senior D.
23 is a good-sized kid there for Burnsville.
We were looking at warm-ups. He's a good-sized kid. 15, Wilmert, Nick Wilmert. He's a senior on this squad. He's got some size too.
Yeah, Burnsville has never been a very big team, if memory serves from my time. Speed was their game as well.
Yeah, fast.
Yep.
Hey, remember that guy named Besser a few years ago?
He
turned out okay.
Where did he end up? I quit following him.
Yeah, exactly. Somewhere in Canada.
Yeah. West Coast of Canada somewhere.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's not like he scored, against the Wild in his first game or anything like that. Cats do get something going here in the Burnsville zone. Brigham can't keep it out, or can't keep it in, so it comes out. And here comes Burnsville with Kittleson. The junior center for the Blaze. Where's number 4? He's taken out of play by Kaluski as the puck comes around right in front of the student section here in the Civic Arena. And there are a lot of students here tonight. We'll have a hand pass call. Faceoff's going to go all the way down to the Burnsville zone. 12:29 to go in a scoreless first on ETV.
I think if you look at the shots, it hasn't reflected the play. And I want to say Burnsville has a few more shots than 2. I think I've seen Toussaint make a few more saves, but the play has evened out here as of late.
Yeah, I heard we have Eric Dooley, the official scorer tonight.
I'm going to have to
calling in the backup.
Yeah, I'll have to have a talk with him.
Burnsville opportunity, big save. Toussaint got the pad out on that one. A huge early stop. Bernhagen with a shot for Burnsville.
Good job on the angle by Toussaint there to get out and cut that down.
I'm already liking Bernhagen for Burnsville. He's got the hockey hair going, number 6.
And he happens to be related to me, so that's even better.
No comment.
Yeah, his father did comment on the hair on the way to the rink, as a matter of fact, said that he wants to get his hair cut, but his teammates won't let him, so he's got to live through it through the end of the season.
There you go.
And he does not want to keep it for lacrosse because it gets too hot, he said. So
I can understand that, yeah. But yeah, he's got the good flow going out there for hockey.
Yeah, that's a 1970s flow.
Ron Greshner?
Yeah.
Look it up, guys. Wikipedia. Indeed, Meyer for the Wildcats. This is Myers this time with the puck. Tries to get it back out to Meyer. And it's going to come all the way out as Kaluski couldn't keep it in far side. Here's Eli Doley. Gets it ahead to Meyer. Meyer into the corner back against number 23, Drobnik for Burnsville. And puck goes down behind the Burnsville line again. Meyer's over, skated it, but he was able to tip it up into the Burnsville bench, which means we'll have another face-off. A lot of face-offs so far.
Yeah, there has not been as much flow to the game as you'd like to see. But that line of Meyer, Myers, and Nick Sherrick's been doing a good job in the forecheck.
It's Wilson and Beneke up front for the Wildcats, along with number 9, Cole Gibson right now. Bergen with a long shot. Oh, that just missed top corner. I'm not sure. Hey, never saw that coming through.
I caught the water bottle. Just missed going in.
Knocking down one for the Wildcats. Big hit at the Wildcat bench. That was Wilson that got absolutely leveled, and he's slow to get up. He needs some help. Let's see who popped him for Burnsville. I think it was Tim Erlob. Oh, check that. It was number 10, Brandon Eagan. Keep an eye on Wilson. Boy, he got leveled by it.
He went down funny on his either his ankle or his knee, one or the other. So he's okay upstairs. He looks like he's grimacing from the knee down.
Diana Bachman, the trainer for the Wildcats, courtesy of Twin Cities Orthopedics. Just over 6 minutes gone by and a scoreless first. Shots 4-1 in favor of Burnsville. He's going to send it up through neutral, kind of off the stick of his teammate Wilmert. Wilmert, I believe, had a goal last time out for the Blaze, who lost to Lakeville South 2-1 last Saturday. Wilmert with a power play goal from Engum and Kittleson, the lone Burnsville tally.
Well, that's been one of the Achilles heels for the Blaze this year, is goal scoring, especially late in the year here.
Whoa, chance for the Cats in that 4-game losing streak. Burnsville has 5 goals.
Yeah, and that's been their issue.
Bernagel just dump it in for the Blaze. Wilmert over there for Burnsville. A couple of Cats in as well. Burnsville very aggressive on the forecheck early on. As we're about 7 minutes gone by in a scoreless first. Big hit over there. Opportunity Burnsville with a turnover. Can they do something with it? It was Weedon for Burnsville. They tried to get something going. Number 7. Mason gets it out for the Cats, and here comes Eagan. Randall will dump it in. Got the pass from Blitzky. Cats going to change all 5 behind the play. Fresh set for the Cats. Got to get tag up, get back on sides.
Looks like the Eagan's coming out with 4th line here.
Yep, there's Rife for opportunity. In front. Oh, couldn't quite get the shot off.
And Dingner produced. Great job. Good forecheck.
What a pass by Rife. That was 28 for the Wildcats. Parker Swanson with a great opportunity.
Yeah, he looked 5-hole there, and I thought he had him, and I think the goalie did too. I think he thought it might have snuck through, but he kept his legs together and stayed out.
Had to double check on that number there, Swanson, because he played a good chunk of the JV game earlier. They played all 2 periods of it anyway.
Yep.
And Pearson played some as well, 21, who's couldn't play control behind the net. Coach Taylor used to get that 4th line out there. They had a big stop there by Hayden. And the whistles keep coming.
Yeah, 9:15 left here in the third. Seems like there should be only 2 or 3 left, but
yeah.
It has been a whistle fest early on here.
So Myers, Sherrick, Meyer out there right now for the Wildcats. That's your top line. Maybe what you might consider a top line tonight, although I think with the Wildcats, they kind of determine their lines more by color than 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and they've got a 1A and 1B line here between this line and the Johnson line.
Wildcats are going to get something going. Dangerous pass all the way across. Kept in. The shot was Meekin with the attempt. Cats keeping it in. Toward the center in front. Myers was there, couldn't quite get the tip. Meekin and Mason back at the point right now for the Wildcats. So we get close to the halfway point of a scoreless first. Another quick save there. And a quick shot. Oh, that went just wide of the cage, I should say. Opportunity in front. Sherrick. Well, you don't see Nick Sherrick missing there too often.
No, that was a good. He tried to go short side there, and he almost had that.
Comes Burnsville the other way, up and down. This is Bell. He goes hard into the corner. Corey Bell, a sophomore forward. Gibson for the Cats, trying to punch it up, not out, but the Cats are going to control out of their own zone. Aggressive back check by Bell. Across the red, dump it in. That was Meekin that time. Again, Cats are going to change 4 out of the 5. Just past Drew Wilson. Good to see Drew back out. See how he holds up here. Good wheels. Wilmer, quick shot. Just missed. Tried to go far side. There's man Bernhagen there as well. Wilmer around to Bernhagen. Couldn't quite control. Now he will get it back down low. Actually, he'll send it down low. There's Wilmer, number 15 for Burnsville, the senior. In the corner, that's Burgum for the Wildcats, up to Beneke. Wilson, they'll dump it out. Is it going to be enough for an ice? Official's arm is in the air, and it is.
Well, that's the longest stretch we've had of straight play, I think, for a while.
You might be right.
That was pretty good hockey on both ends.
Face off to the left of Toussaint.
As Eagan has now taken over the shot lead, 6-5.
Drobnik on the draw from Burnsville. Cats countered with Pearson. Quick shot. Oh, what a save by Toussaint. Yeah, a defensive miscue, shall we say.
Yeah, Cats got to do a better job of taking their man when they on that faceoff. You have to know that you've got the control of the puck before you can head off to your breakout area.
And we're going to get a fresh 5 for Eagan. We'll see if Coach, looking over the bench, if Coach Taylor kind of leans down and says anything. I don't think he really needs to on that one.
No, I think that's a we know.
Yeah, exactly. Johnson Poplinski for the Wildcats. Lose the puck. Quick shot. That goes wide of the cage. Cats try to get it out. Kept in instead by Tompkins for Burnsville. Mason, he'll stop. Almost feels like Burnsville's on a power play right now. All the way down, and it should be an ice on the Wildcats, and it is.
Yeah, looking for Randall moving through the neutral zone. Couldn't quite get to it. Face off to the right of Toussaint.
10 minutes even gone by. Still no score. Shots are 6 apiece.
I believe their first game early this year was a fairly low scoring affair, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I want to say it was 3-0 Burnsville over at the Burnsville Arena. That was back December 5th, actually.
Yeah, that had to be very early on.
Well, December, third game of the year for Burnsville, and for Eagan it was third game as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You know, but that's an arena that Eagan has never played well in.
I can tell you from way back, even before I had anyone in the program, it was never a rink that we tore it up at as Wildcats. They might have pulled them off early on, but they didn't do it very pretty.
Good opportunity there for the Wildcats. Couldn't get anything to come through, however. Burnsville looking to poke it out. Here they come this way. There's Kittleson looking to get something going. And he's actually going to regroup in his own end. He'll get the puck, send it across to his defensive partner. And Blaze looking to bring up Myers with the intercept, watched by Erlob. Burnsville Bell couldn't control. The Cats are going to cross center and dump it in. Oh! Hayden, not a pretty save, but a save.
Mr. Meekin with the almost magic goal.
Absolutely, that would have been a huge break for the Wildcats. Erlob dumps it in. Burnsville is going to change up. It looks like 4 behind the play. Thompson stays out near side as he battles with Wilson below us at the blue. Beneke came out as well. Just past Tompkins. That should have been tipped. Yep, it was. Let's just quickly say no icing. Tompkins from Burnsville deep in his own zone. Up ahead to number 6, your buddy.
Yep.
Mr. Bernhagen. You know, I haven't seen the Cats struggle this much to get something going offensively in quite a while.
No,
within somebody's zone.
Yeah, Burnsville is doing a good job of keeping them to the outside. They've done a fairly good job of getting it out of the zone as well. Only a couple times where they've had a forecheck work for longer than a shift.
Oh, Wilmer just missed trying to go high. All the way out. Here come the Cats with an opportunity. 2-on-2 if they hustle. Swanson down the middle. And Hayden kicks that one up into the netting. Off the shot of Reif.
Good move by Henry there to step by that defenseman, but the back checkers did kind of get to him and interrupt that shot a bit, but nice effort.
5:15 to go in the first. We're still scoreless here in South Suburban Conference play. Well, as we said earlier, a couple of teams looking to get back in the win column late in the season. As Reif gets knocked down as they battle on these.
That's something you just don't see that often.
No. And now Reif's going to come in because they're going to toss. That was Pearson. Let's see what Burnsville can do. Not much that time. Good coming back was 28 Swanson. Burnsville with some speed, looking to get it out. Trying to get it ahead too far, couldn't do it.
Good cover by Doley there. Stay on his man.
And they tried to spring Inskip that time. And the net is off as Pearson goes colliding into the post.
Tell you what, this fourth line is buzzing. They are doing a nice job. If I'm Coach Taylor, I'm going to keep putting them out there. They're causing problems for this Burnsville squad. They're just moving their feet and getting in the way. That's
absolutely
excellent play by them.
So right now you've got Randall, Keegan Johnson, and Poplinski up there for the Wildcats. Keegan Johnson leading scorer for the Wildcats this year.
Yeah, Keegan's had a very nice year this year on the score sheet. And all around, he's done a nice job.
Yeah, he's the captain this year. 8 goals, 28 assists for a team leading 36 points. Sherrick 16-17 for 33, and then Johnny Myers 13-11 for 24.
Yeah, that's as many points as a single player has had for quite some time.
This was the last time a Wildcat had almost 30 assists in a season.
Boy, you'd have to go back to the Zajac era, I believe.
I was thinking, yeah, he and like Glenke and those guys,
yeah,
maybe.
Glenke probably was in that category, you're right.
Zajac was good at finishing, and he was great with the feeds.
That's definitely the era.
Yeah, of course, that was the last state tournament team for the Wildcats.
Correct, sir.
But that was a long time ago.
Yeah, and this team's got the potential to do that. They've got some skill,
absolutely.
They've got speed, and they have a knack for the net. If they can keep that up going down the stretch, you got a chance.
Sherrick overskates that one as Burnsville. Tompkins looks to bring it out. They do. Here come the Blaze. 2-on-3. And deep from Burnsville. Bell with a shot. Oh, that is Toussaint in the mask. That'll wake him up.
Yeah, and good job by Toussaint to stay square to it as well after that happened.
Sherrick, I believe, for the Wildcats. Big shot and a big save there by Connor Hayden. Oh, we saw that Aceview game. Their netminder took a couple to the mask, and the mask finally broke.
That'll definitely get your attention.
Absolutely. There was no school today for these guys, so maybe kind of, make sure they are awake.
Well, I know there's no school for Eagan tomorrow, so just another day off, right?
Yeah. A lot of conferences going on, and what do they call it? Staff development?
Staff development, correct, sir.
Yeah, right. Whatever. 3:41 to go here in a scoreless first. Sherrick the draw for the Wildcats. I believe that's Wilmert for Burnsville. Another quick shot. Opportunity in front. A lot of movement, and the Cats couldn't quite pull the trigger on that one. Quick shot, Meyer turnaround. That one's just over the top. Back in front. And somehow Hayden was able to cover that one.
Good job by this line here to keep them bottled up. Sherrick's won a couple of draws, which is always big. Get that puck on net or deep and get after it again, and they've done it. Last 2 shifts, they've really done a good job of bottling Burnsville up.
Burnsville makes a change. Egan's going to keep that line up there, and why wouldn't you right now?
I would, yes.
Quick shot, Meyer. That went wide of the cage.
Sherrick with another big face-off win.
Yep. Burgum was high up in the air. I heard him call for it.
Hey, fair catch.
Very baseball-like, I thought. Had the glove out. Shots now 13-7 in favor of the Wildcats. We were sitting at 6-6 not too long ago.
Yeah, the Wildcats here have had a couple flurries where they've put 2 or 3 on in a quick fashion.
But all it takes is one. Here comes Burnsville far side. Nice shot. Burgum takes his man down. That was Harple. All the way out. Numbers for the Cats. Quick shot. Oh, that goes wow. Just went wide. Wilson was looking for the rebound. I believe that was Beneke with a shot for Eagan.
Beneke missed high and wide, and I know Coach Taylor, that's one of his pet peeves. If you're going to miss, there better be a rebound involved, or that puck better not come around the boards and give them a quick break out the other side. So I know he'll hear about that one.
If he has to. Here's Kaluski for the Wildcats. The Cats are really starting to skate much better here. Burgum. Well, that was Beneke checked that. He had Gibson in there as well. Wilson hustling back. Wilson, he gets another big hit. Wilson taking a beating out there by, that was Joey Anderson that time. Burnsville opportunity, and a goal, 1-0 Blaze. Ingham with the tally.
Well, there's one where we lose the puck again. It's a neutral zone turnover, and we get caught in a change. And all of a sudden, it's an odd man rush going the other way. And as the Cats have been carrying play here the last, I'd say 5 minutes, you make a play like that at the other blue line and they turn and go, you just can't, you got to get that puck in deep, or you got to make sure that the puck's in deep if you're the one going off the ice.
For Eagan, that's just his third of the year. That does put him just third in Burnsville points now with 11. Burnsville only has 4 guys in double digits with points. Wilmer has 7 for 14 as their top scorer. Wow, Hayden on the big save. I'd say this Hayden's having a pretty good period back there for Burnsville.
Yeah, if Burnsville can walk out of here 1-0, it'll be a good period for them. I see a Cat goal coming though.
Couldn't tell if there were any assists on that goal, but bottom line is it's 1-0 Burnsville. Dumped back in by Wilson. And Cats are going to change. Wilmer with speed. Kind of gets around Meyer, gets the puck back, tries to dump it in right at the penalty box. No penalties yet this period, speaking of.
No, they've kind of let him play, which is always nice to see.
Meyer with a shot. Hayden got a piece of that one.
That actually caught the top of his stick.
You know, it's one of those nights, maybe, where you got a goalie that just, you don't see them all, but you stop them all. It also might be one of those, oh, you get one. We got a Wildcat down behind the play. That's Meyer, slow to get up. Whoa, he's hurt. I didn't see what happened, but.
I did not see that penalty.
I did not either. And unfortunately, we do not have replay tonight. And it's actually, Meyer's going to sit. No, wait a minute, now he's not. So we got, looks like Reif is going to, no, who's that? That's Sherrick, I should say, in the box for Eagan. 15:53 will be the time of the penalty. Yeah, I did not see it. Just looked back and saw Meyer laying there.
I think the penalty happened prior to even the thing that happened with Cullen down here in the corner, and I think the penalty was coming, but he got. I think Meyer looks like he got cross-checked. At least that's the signal that the coaching staff's given.
Yeah, Doug Watson, he was looking for an explanation from the official. Got it. Sure doesn't agree with it.
I think not.
Meyer putting his helmet back on behind the bench. That's a good sign. He just had his bell rung just a little bit. Cass trying to get something shorthanded, poking it out. There's Mason trying to, or Poplinski checked that for the Wildcats. And the thing was with that penalty, I mean, Burnsville can basically keep their top guys out.
Absolutely.
For all the rest of this period, and it'll carry over into the second. See if the Cats can just dump it down. Poplinski didn't get back in time on that one. A long shot, wide shot. Oh, big rebound given up by Toussaint. Off the hard shot over there from Anderson.
I don't think he saw that one delayed, but he got that pad out there and deflected it towards the corner. Good job.
And Burnsville can't keep it on.
Good job by Poplinski just to get in that passing lane and tip that down.
Burnsville's going to have to hurry as there's 10 to go in the period. They can get one more shot off. There's Anderson leading the rush for the Blaze. Well, he tried to get ahead to kill, so too far. Puck comes around, and now it should get the buzzer. There it is. So the Cats with a surge in the maybe latter 2/3, but they trail 1-0 after one.
Little lapse there towards the end of the third. Again, you got a guy who just tried to get that puck deep, got checked off the puck. His mates were going off the ice, and away they went the other way.
That's going to wrap up period number 1 here in the Eagan Civic Arena. After 17 minutes, the Burnsville Blaze won, the Eagan Wildcats nothing. We're coming back momentarily for the second period on ETV. Where's the Burnsville Blaze won, the Eagan Wildcats nothing. And again, we got the band back together tonight. Ted Klunder joining us here on the commentary tonight. I'm Mike Cook. Evan Cook is our stats guy.
Doing a heck of a job again tonight for us.
Exactly. So Burnsville's going to have a power play here to start this second period. 53 seconds for the Blaze, who are moving right to left this period. Cats left to right in the home whites. Eagan outshot Burnsville 14-9 that period.
See if the Cats can't keep some of that momentum. They had a good portion of the momentum going into that most of the back end of the third, or excuse me, the first.
Here's Eagan. He got the goal for Burnsville in that first period, his third of the year. Almost had his second of the game right there. He'll be back up at the point for the Blaze. Sending it down low. They're trying to get to Wilmert in front. Actually, it's going to come across all the way through that time to Kittleson. Back out to Engum. Engum's going to get it back, top of the slot. Kittleson down low with 14 to go in the power play.
Good job by the Cats keeping him to the outside. Not really anything going him towards the middle of the rink.
Here's Wilmert. Long shot. Engum that never got through. Stopped down in front. Might have been Keegan Johnson that hit on the way through.
Yeah, Keegan took that one right in the forearm.
Cats back at full strength. Long shot, and Toussaint will gobble that one up. Brandon Toussaint, another big save for the Wildcats.
Good 53-second kill there for the Cats. One shot on that. That was a pretty easy one for Toussaint to see and cover up and get a draw.
As I said, Eagan comes into Burnsville into this one 6-15, 5-9 on the season. They had lost 4 straight coming in. The Wildcats 0-3-1 in their last 4.
See if the Cats can't get that February swoon away.
Absolutely. You know, and it's weird. You look at the Eagan schedule. They've had this little swoon. In their last 6 games, 5 have been decided by 1 goal. The other one was a tie game. And before that, they'd won 6 of 7.
Yeah, they had a nice streak going there coming out of the holiday, and kind of went away here towards the end of the January and February. But maybe they can get back on track here tonight and get that train rolling again.
Yeah, that was Meakin that had good opportunity there for the Cats a few seconds ago. Meyer nearly with a tip. And that's Meakin that time trying to finish the check on Burnsville's number 22, Ian Harpo. Cats trying to see if they can get someone kept in nicely by the Blaze. That's Tompkins right in front of the Burnsville bench. This one will go all the way down. Is it going to be an ice? It will be. And there's our whistle with just under 2 minutes gone by here in period number 2.
Good job there by Meakin back down here on the other end. He's had a nice year on the point for sophomore, jumping up into a pretty significant playing time role for the Cats. Done a nice job.
Well, he started out up front and then came back and just really showing his versatility because the Cats had a couple of injuries earlier. Kind of hurting for some defensemen. Speaking of which, I don't see Jonah Mickle out there yet tonight. I don't think we've called his name. I don't know if he's hurt. Had not heard that, but.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
A wobbler for Toussaint. He'll gobble it up.
Ooh, nice play there by Toussaint. That's one of those bouncing, wobbly pucks. You just don't know where that thing's going to go.
Absolutely.
He
the whole body.
Well. Yeah.
With the body in front of him, your stick, your pads.
Absolutely. Good job.
Face-off will be to the right of Toussaint. Wilmert back out for Burnsville. He'll draw against Egan's Johnson. Only for Eagan ringing around the boards far side. Can they clear it out? It does squirt free. There's Poplinski for the Wildcats. He gets knocked down for his efforts over there. Big check by Connor Thomas from Burnsville. There's Dolney, Egan's number 5 against Thomas, number 5 for Burnsville. And Toussaint watches that one go wide. Cats trying to get it out, couldn't do it that time. And Toussaint going to wisely hang on once again.
Yeah, that's one of those plays. Keegan Johnson goes off the boards up to William Randall, and he just doesn't quite get a stick on it. That's when you want to try to make sure you get out of that zone and have Burnsville have to clear it.
See if the Cats can get something going here. This has been a sluggish start this period. Granted, you had a power play to kill for 53 seconds. They have no pressure in the Burnsville zone at this point. Ingham's shot was knocked down in front. Johnson once again for that. Meakin after losing his stick over there was Wilmert behind the goal for Burnsville. Just behind Poplinski, all the way down. They waved off the icing. Ingham avoids the check. Here's Johnson in the corner. Right behind the 3 seniors pictures. Sherrick went for the backhand. Save, rebound. Oh, couldn't get him around. That time was Randall. Here's that pressure for Eagan. Well, momentarily, Eagan tries to send it back in, but it's going to be Burnsville coming the other way with Tompkins. He'll dump it in as he crosses center. Burnsville's going to change one player over there as Wilmert head off. Big number 23 in for Burnsville right now. That's Drobnik. Tompkins dumps it back in for the Blaze. It's Tyler Sanders is 19. I've been calling him Tompkins all along. My apologies. Tompkins is 9. 19 is Sanders.
The Burnsville folks will forgive you.
What's that?
The Burnsville folks will forgive you.
I hope so. As long as I got the team right.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll go with that.
I agree.
There was Sanders, that got Chuck 19.
You won't forget it now.
No, I will not. You can ask me that in a few years from now. I'll remember that one. Burnsville once again trying to get something going in his zone. Meyer comes back on the intercept for the Cats. He'll carry into the Burnsville zone. He's got numbers 1 shot over the cage, hard off the glass. Eagan was there for Burnsville as well. Myers, there's Johnny Myers, I should say, as Meyer was in deep. And Myers on the back check trying to get there for Eagan. And Toussaint kicks that one aside. Fairly easy save that time. Got that right pad down. 4.5 gone by here in the second. It's still 1-0 Burnsville. Burnsville opportunity in front. And they get 2-0 Burnsville.
Again, another turnover in your own zone. Had a chance to clear it out, make Burnsville check in, get out of the zone, and there it is, right back down deep, and Cats are now down 2.
And I'm curious if Coach Taylor maybe thinks about a timeout right here to get his team regrouped. Seems kind of early to use it.
Well, and he's coming right back out with that 4th line, kind of the energy group, and they've done a nice job tonight of really, pressuring Burnsville. Had a couple of good chances early on. Let's see if they can't ring one in.
Eagan 0 shots on goal so far this period. Burnsville has 4. Comes Burnsville the other way. This is 29 Traxel. Might be his first time out there tonight. There's Tompkins, number 9, my buddy. Wilmer back deep. Too far that time. Tried to get it to Bernhagen, and we'll have an ice.
Yeah, Coach Taylor's going to stick with this 4th group, see if they can't put it out. Now he's going to make he's making a defensive change, but I think that 4th line has produced tonight. They've really done a nice job.
I would say they've been the best line so far tonight.
Yeah, they've been good.
And we say that they wouldn't look good.
4 minutes and 33 seconds in the second period. Number 16, Corey Bell. Assisted by number 4, Logan Kilson, and number 9, Jordan Tompkins. Bell from Kilson and Tompkins at 4:33 in the second period.
So Bell with that goal for Burnsville. It's a 2-0 favor of the Blazes. We've got a whistle.
Yeah, Toussaint just couldn't quite get over there in time to get that pad across. I think he got beat 5-hole on coming across and puts the Blaze up 2.
Yep, 4th goal of the year for Corey Bell. That's Corey with a K.
There you have it.
Got that name right. Burnsville keeping the pressure in the Eagan zone. Toussaint with a save rebound. It was a juicy rebound there for Bell, but he couldn't quite get the stick down.
I think that was Dolan that cleared that puck. Good job by Eli.
Okay, Keegan Johnson and the Cats looking to get something going inside a quieted Eagan Civic Arena. Johnson again battles with Bell. And here comes Burnsville the other way. 3-on-2 for the Blaze with numbers. And they'll just dump it on quickly was Urlaub.
Good job by Dolan to take his man to the wide side and make him dump that puck.
Burnsville controls it. Kittleson, quick shot. Oh, well. Somehow, I'm not sure Toussaint ever saw that one. Counts as a save. Polsky tries to get around his man, but Cole looks like he's out of gas out there. Urlaub, Burnsville is going to be offside. Oh,
that's going to be offsides.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that was offsides.
I looked at the official on the near side. He was trying to wave it off.
Yeah, the linesman on the far side had the right call. He definitely was in early.
And the referees kind of looked at each other like, yeah, I had it. 6:10 elapsed this period. Eagan still has 0 shots on goal. Burnsville's up to 6.
And if memory serves, the second period's been the Achilles heel for Eagan for a number of years.
Deep into the corner, we go 2-on-2. Meyer in there, 37 for the Wildcats, along with Myers. Actually, Eagan has been really good in the second this year. They've outscored their opponents 29-17.
Well, that's good because historically that's been their trouble, period. That is for sure.
Yep. But right now you got to get one. Start with one, I should say. Eagan's got to tag up. There they go. Everybody got back on sides. Burnsville tried to get the long outlet pass. Didn't happen. Burnsville, by the way, has been outscored 19-13 in the second. Shot goes wide off the stick of Meyer. Hustle it in. There's going to be 22 Beneke for the Wildcats. Michael Beneke. And he lost a blade coming across the slot that time. And Burnsville able to poke it out once again. Bernhagen in deep for Burnsville, number 6. Back at neutral. Beneke tries to get it for the Cats, but it's going to be Wilmert for Burnsville. Far side, they're going to dump it all the way down, and they're going to make a change. There's Burnsville. 4 guys go off, 4 skaters coming on for Yanni Kivalhami's squad. Gibson gets checked hard at the blue line. Bergen will dump it in for the Wildcats. Wildcats really showing no semblance of an offense this period. Comes Burnsville the other way. Here's Ingham. Look at the center in front. Nice intercept there by the Eagan D. I believe that was
good job by that Parker Swanson on the back check.
That was Mason, actually, 17, yeah. Yes, you're right on the far side, yeah. I was looking at the shot block by Mason.
Another hallmark of Coach Taylor's teams. They are not afraid to block shots. They are taught that day in and day out. If you've got a chance to get in front of that puck, you're going to do it.
I'll tell you, it takes some serious guts to stand out in front of that shot.
Yeah.
The way some of these guys are winding up and firing.
Now with the technology on the sticks, boy, it has changed the game quite a bit.
Yeah. And the dollar signs that go with that.
Yeah, you're not kidding about that.
Yeah, the old high school doesn't provide these sticks.
No, you don't get your allotment of 8 Christians anymore.
They even still make Christian Brothers sticks? I assume they do.
You know, I don't know the answer. I know that a couple years ago the plant was still operational. I'm not sure it is anymore.
Warroad, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Kittleson for Burnsville. Tries to get it ahead. Quick shot. And that's 3-0 Burnsville. Bell gets his second.
Just too easy coming out of their own zone there. Too much ice. And too easy of an entry there for Burnsville. Puts the Cats down now 3-0, making their night a lot more difficult.
I was challenged by a youngster they kind of challenged me to use a different word every broadcast. The one for this one was poop emoji. That might sum up the second period thus far.
I was just going to say, there you go. I think that would sum up the second period in a big way.
Yeah. You know, like I said, I can handle like snipe or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
How do you get poop emoji?
That's not really a hockey vernacular.
No. Burnsville just crashing the net. Toussaint gets a little bit of help that time from his defense.
Scoring for Burnsville at 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Number 16, Corey Bell. Assisted by number 4, Kittleson, and 21, Joey Anderson.
So Kittleson gets his second assist of the game for Burnsville. Joey Anderson got one as well that time for the Blaze, who are now up 3-0.
Yeah, if Egan's got any hope of getting back in this one, they've got to put the next tally on the board.
No question. This was the final score earlier this year when they played over at the Burnsville Ice Center.
Yeah, this is it's definitely a better team than a 3-0 game, I can say that. And they just need to find that net one time and maybe it'll break the ice.
Cats are going to get something going here. Sherrick's going to keep hustling there for the Wildcats. He's got Randall with him, 16 and 19. Trying to get in front, nothing doing there. And Cats are going to be forced to regroup out of center with Burgum. Up ahead to Johnson. Cats are offsides. Randall couldn't quite keep the toe drag. As Johnson tried to deke it.
Yeah, Keegan just had to make one last stick handle there to get around a poke check, and it caused Randall to drag his right foot just into the zone, causing the offsides.
Hey, you want a chance? Let's do a quick shout out to the Eagan girls hockey team. In this building last night, won their first playoff game by a 5-0 count.
Yeah, they've got a chance, I believe, to get to the big show, to get to the X this year.
They're the top seed in their section. They play at 1 o'clock on the 10th, Saturday the 10th, which could very well be after this airs, but Valentine's Day night. Hey, there you go, Inver Grove Heights Arena.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Could be the Wildcats against, they play East Ridge in the semis, and they'll get either Apple Valley or Eastview potentially in the final. And boy, you get the girls programs from Eastview and Eagan. There might be a little payback involved.
Yeah, that gets a little, that gets pretty hairy.
Guys losing blades all over the place, but here comes Poplinski for the Wildcats. That's a shot at opportunity. No, steered aside that time by the netminder Connor Hayden, the junior. Down in front of the student section. A rather quiet student section inside the Civic Arena. Guys on ice haven't given them a whole lot to cheer about right now, as they are down by a 3-0 count to Burnsville. There's Reif battling in there for the Wildcats. I think it's Eagan in there with him.
Looks like they've got a new line out there with Johnson centering Reif.
Oh, there you go. You only need one.
And that's maybe what they needed right there. Just a nice little funny bounce. I'm not sure if they're going to give that to Johnson or if they're going to give it to Reif. I think Henry did get his stick on it as it was going in the net, but either way it was heading in there. Good break for the Cats. 6 minutes left here in the second. Get her back to a 2-goal game.
I would say that's a huge goal for the home team. Gets them within 3-1.
And sometimes those are the ones that kind of break it open for you.
Absolutely.
Make that net seem bigger, make the goalie seem human.
Well, I think you mentioned it, that Coach Taylor's changed up the lines a little bit and it paid off right there.
Yep.
As I look out there now and I see Meyer with Sherrick, and I believe Johnny Meyer's out there as well. So the Cats get within 2. We'll wait for the official word from Nick Johnson. Probably the announcer. Opportunity from the Cats. Another quick shot. Oh, high off the goaltender. It goes just wide. Cats nearly pot a second.
This is the Cats that we had towards the end of that first period, so that's a good sign.
There you go, read from Johnson.
Yeah, they did give it to him. I thought he might have gotten a stick on that right as he was heading in, so good job by him to get that Johnson to get the puck towards the net.
Fourth of the year for Henry. Once again, Dave Johnson, 9 assists on the year.
There you go. And is he not leading the conference? Is that correct, sir?
I don't know, but boy, at 29, you think he's got it. You would think so.
I believe he is. I believe he's leading the conference.
Yep. Here comes Burnsville. They're leading now, trim to 2. Opportunity. Toussaint kicks that one aside.
Great job by Toussaint there on the angle, and once again.
Here comes Pearson. He couldn't quite control at center. He's out there with Swanson. Here's Reif once again. And a glove save that time by Hayden.
Good job by this fourth line once again. Not much zone time on the offensive side for Burnsville when they've been on the ice. And more zone time for Eagan on the offensive side.
And Henry's going to take a seat on the bench on the far side. You're going to find out is it Reif or Reef?
I want to say it's Reif.
That's why Nick Johnson called it Reef.
I may be incorrect.
I've been saying Reif all year. I apologize if we've been getting that wrong. Bottom line is he got the goal.
He got the goal.
That's what matters.
All you really need to say is number 11, and it's good enough.
Yeah, pretty much.
11 in white is fine.
Yeah. Inside 5 to go in the second. 3-1 Burnsville. Eagan is starting to show some signs of taking over here in the second. Here's Meekin in deep. He'll go to the backhand. Oh, tough save there for Hayden, but he did make it. Only gonna, no, actually it's gonna be Sherrigan. Because that was actually Drew Wilson looking to pinch in. Cats just dumping him down. Turn, go. Goobson trying to get to Meekin. He does. Shot on. Wilson right there for the rebound. Oh, good.
Penalty coming up here for Burnsville.
And it's going to be a hook on Burnsville. Should be the first infraction of the night on the Blaze.
Well, I'll tell you what, the reason that penalty happened is because Nick Sherrick kept moving his feet. And even if it wasn't a hook, Sherrick sold it that it was because he just wouldn't quit. Great job by 16 there. Draw that penalty.
Jake Inskeep, the junior winger, will sit for Burnsville. 4:15 to go in the second. First power play opportunity of the night for the Wildcats. They've had some pretty good success on the power play this year. If you check the numbers, 35.3 on the power play this year.
That's more than a respectable number. That's a very good number for a power play at a high school level, in fact at any level.
18 for 51 they are. Burnsville on the power or the penalty kill, 78.6 coming into this one. Randall, the opportunity. Quick shot. It was, rebound was laying there briefly, but Johnson couldn't quite get there. Here comes Burns the other way. 2-on-1 potential. Myers back for the Wildcat. Myers breaks it up. Opportunity taking a whiff at it was Wilhart.
Good job by Johnny Myers there.
Sherrick leaves it back at the point. Nobody there though on the trailer. Kept in. There's Myers. He's got such good hand-eye coordination. 112 in the Eagan power play. Speaking of Myers, here he comes. Left side, Dolney in front. Dolney, quick shot, rebound! Oh, Randall couldn't quite knock it home. He net there. Great opportunity for William Randall.
Yeah, I don't even think he knew how much net he had there. And might have got a little nervous with it.
Yeah, a little scrum in the corner. We're down to 49 in the Wildcat power play. It's back out up top. Myers, long shot all the way through. Just wide. Oh, didn't get a favorable bounce in front. Oh, Doley can't knock it home. Johnson with the feed. And Johnson was there for that bounce off the boards, but it hit the net. Randall shot. No, that was a nice job by the Burnsville D coming across.
Oh, he's in pain.
That
he
was
took
Thomas.
it right in the side.
Yeah, number 5. Connor Thomas for Burnsville. He's hurt. Quick shot. Oh, right there. Couldn't quite connect with Sherrick. Looking for a slash, and they're going to get one on the Wildcats. All the way down. Myers touches it. Arm is in the air. I'm not sure. There we go. Everyone was kind of waiting for the whistle. I believe it's going to be Sherrick on the slash.
I don't know who they're calling here. I think he's confused. He waited to call the penalty. We had the puck for a good 3 seconds before he blew the whistle.
Right.
Sherrick's stick is the one who ended up breaking. So I'm not sure what we're going to get here.
I think the official was looking back to make sure they had the right player. Yeah. Instead of looking back where the puck actually was. So yeah, you're right, about 3 seconds elapsed. So 2:27 to go here in the period. It's going to be Eagan officially sitting on the slash. 13 seconds of 4-on-4. Then it'll be a Burnsville power play for 147.
Well, it would be good if we could win the draw here and get that puck down into the Burnsville zone for at least the back end of the 4-on-4 and hold on to it and see if we can't kill a few seconds off of their power play.
Burnsville 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Came into this game at 12.9%.
Yeah, you need more than that if you're going to be successful at this level.
Well, we said it's been a long time since Burnsville scored a lot of goals. Oh, that was just missed Tucson. Eagan, by the way, 85-9 on the penalty kill, which they're on right now.
Very good percentage penalty kill.
Cycling down lower the Blaze with 2 minutes to go in the period. They get things set up. Good job by the Wildcats keeping the box. Thinking about a long shot. That was Sanders with the shot. Held on by Tucson. The buck 48 to go in the period. 1:22 in the power play.
Good job there by the defenseman to keep the lane clean so Tucson could see that puck. He had a clear view at it. Easy glove save. 1:48 here left in the second period. 1:22 left on the power play for Burnsville.
By the way, for Beacon, who's in the box, that's his 8th penalty of the year. 16 minutes. And that's one thing Eagan's really struggled with this year, staying out of the box.
Yeah.
They had 4 penalties in their last 4 games. The penalties were 4, 2, 8, and 4.
Yeah, you average more than 2 a game, you're going to have a long night. There's just too many power play opportunities, and you're working too hard without the puck.
Right. And Toussaint with a save. Rebound is laying there. Nothing happening though for Burnsville on that.
Yeah,
good job. Kittleson, he's going to shoot. Oh, knocked down the way through. Rebound is there. And not trying to knock it home as we get a little extracurricular. Dolney says hello to Wilmer.
Well, anytime anyone's going to go at the goalie, you should expect to take some abuse, and Wilmer did there from Eli Dolney. And the referees are just going to kind of let that one slide, have a little conversation. One's enough, and that's all he got in, so no harm, no foul.
44 to go on the power play for Burnsville. 1:11 to go here in the second. 3-1 Blaze. Opportunity in front. Oh, dangerous.
2-on-1 here.
From the Wildcats. Myers tries to get it ahead. He does. Got Randall with him. Myers in for it. He's taken out by Anderson in the corner. Anderson and Myers. Puck's going to squirt free. Randall couldn't quite hang on. Burnsville 2-on-2 into the Wildcat zone. They got the trailer Ingham. Oh, and he couldn't get it. Gets it back. Tries to get a shot. There, however, the puck's going to squirt all the way back to the Burnsville zone. Knocking it forward, long shot. Myers, quick shot. Hayden's going to let that one go into the glass. Power play about to expire at will in 5 seconds. So we're down to 30 to go in the period. Wildcats now back at full strength. Dolney, Sherrick. Sherrick looking for some help. Trying to leave it to Johnson, who falls down trying to poke it back.
Just out of the reach of Keegan Johnson there.
Sherrick takes his man out. Hello, welcome to the Wildcat bench. Sherrick with a pop. They're loving that one on the Wildcat side.
I haven't seen that one since a Bantam game.
It was Joe. And the Cats fans looking for a penalty. That was Joey Anderson that went head over heels into the bench.
Yeah, that's you got to time that just right to let that happen, boy. That was you don't see it very much anymore. That kind of body contact just doesn't happen anymore.
Shots on goal that period. Eagan had 10. They're up to 24. Burnsville had 11. They're up to 20. So we got 2 periods gone by. It's Burnsville 3, the Wildcats 1. Final 17 minutes of regulation. Coming up next here on ATV. Welcome back inside the Eagan Civic Arena as we get set for third period action with the Burnsville Blaze leading the Eagan Wildcats by a 3-1 count. He's Ted Klunder. I'm Mike Cook. We've got Evan Cook helping us out, keeping stats tonight. And unfortunately, Evan's had a lot to write about for Burnsville so far. Yeah, Eagan out shooting the Blaze by a 24-20 count. And we're seeing the Sherrick, Meyer, and Myers line to start things out for the Wildcats. These guys got together back late in that second period, found some success. And Kaluski with a big shot. Connor Hayden with the save for Burnsville. Myers on the draw for the Cats, but Burnsville's going to win that one. Ringing around the far side boards and out. Big hit there by Meyer. Burnsville, one of their players on the bench looking for a call. He's not going to get one there. Sherrick looking to make a hit there on Anderson. Well, they had a big collision late in the second with Anderson landing in the Wildcat bench. Yeah. That might make a couple of highlight reels. Opportunity, backhand attempt there by Burnsville's Whedon. They haven't called him, I don't think, since the first period. Whedon, number 7 for Burnsville. Here's Engum. He tries to clear it out, intercepted by the Cats, who are forced to regroup. Got to wait for everybody to get on sides. Mason near side. Keegan Johnson. Keegan through the logo. Watch closely over there by Whedon, and he gets a big check on that far side, but the Cats were off sides. Yep. Should mention Wildcats, they got 2 home games left this year. Saturday the 10th, 3 o'clock against league-leading Rosemount. And then on the other end of the league spectrum, you've got Shakopee here. 7 o'clock start on Tuesday the 13th. Yeah, that, of course, that game will probably have occurred by the time you see this on ETV, but hey, we'll put a plug in for it. And I got to admit, I'm happy to see Rosemount having some success because, let's face it, for how many years were they really the dregs of this conference? Yeah, I think it's them and Eastview that are battling for that top spot right now. But the 2 Lakevilles aren't that far behind either. I think we can pretty much put a south-north in that Section 1 final.
Yeah, one of them is probably going to come out of Section 1. Last few years, that's typically what's happened. The south-north game, it's a big championship game, or if they play earlier, that
Yep.
goes on and represents Section 1 of the state tournament.
Well, Wildcats fans say, hey, you never know about Farmington. They came here a month ago, got smoked, but they beat Eagan 3-2 in overtime a week ago. So you never know what you're going to get out of the Tigers. Opportunity in front. Oh, Meyer couldn't quite get there in time. Here's Burgum hustling back for the Wildcats, taking his man down. He's going to get penalized for that. Harple was in for Burnsville. We're going to get him on a trip or a hook. Bottom line is Burnsville's going on the power play. Burnsville 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. I said earlier they came in with a 12.9 success rate with a man advantage.
Big kill here for the Cats. They can get out of this one.
And for Burgum, that'll be his 14 penalty minutes on the year for the Wildcat defenseman. Opportunity. Oh, Ingham. Oh, and he got it. Ingham on the rebound. That's his second. It's 4-1 Blaze. .218 time of that power play tally. I don't think it's quite worn up the bus time yet for the Wildcats. I was almost on cue. There's a kid walking by here, a small youngster, crying. Yeah, exactly. Almost on cue. What was that thing earlier about the poop emoji we talked about? Yeah. Now here comes Burnsville with a 3-goal lead. Knocked off the puck there by Kaluski with a big hit. Kaluski and Wilmer look like they're going to tangle in the corner. They separate. Down low for the Blaze. I believe that's Weedan. He gets taken down in the corner. Turnover, here's Anderson. He got an assist there in that last goal. He's got 2 tonight. Looking to make a goal as well, and Toussaint hangs on. Fourth time this year, Burnsville has scored 4 goals in a game. That is their season high. You said in their last 4 losses, they've scored a total of 5 goals, giving up 12. And the Cats have been playing pretty well defensively this year. No, we'll have to get our stats guy on that one. Bottom line, we had 13:21 to go. Dare we say regulation, and it's Burnsville 4, the Wildcats 1. Eagan just struggling to get something going here. Yep, Taylor Sanders, number 19 for Burnsville. Loses it. Randall, Egan's number 19. Randall, opportunity, goes to the backhand. And the net is off. Is there going to be a whistle for the net being off? Nope, they will be able to, yep, there we go. Wow, official was looking right at the net. Fifth time this year the Cats have given up 4, at least 4. Their most allowed is 5. But the second straight game where they've allowed 4. Randall in front looking for the rebound, and Burnsville clears that one out of harm's way. With just about 4.5 gone by here in this third period. Burnsville's added to their lead. It's now 4-1 Blaze. There's Kaluski knocking his man out behind the play. Keegan Johnson for the Wildcats, the captain. Up ahead is Poplinski. Trying to get around his man. He can took a stick up high. But he had no help as the Cats were changing up just everybody else behind the play. Tried to get it all the way in. It should be an ice on the Cats, and it is. Not a smart play there by the dump in. All right, we're talking Wildcat sports. Hey, boys swimming, they're now ranked 9th in the state, I saw the other day. And gymnast Tegan Ramble that has got a 9.75 top score this year, 1 of 4 in AA to achieve that mark. Another program starting to turn things around, but boy, they're in a tough section. Yeah. Opportunity in front, no. Looking for the rebound. Cats, good pressure. Oh, that one trickles just wide. Absolutely. Down low for the Cats. They're going to just send it around behind the net. Here's Drew Wilson looking to make something happen on that far side. Gibson for the Wildcats looking to come out. Puck just lays there. And Anderson's going to try to knock it out for Burnsville. It's kept in right at the point. A couple of Wildcats battling hard in there. Wilson among them. Puck does squirt free, however, and Dolney and the Cats forced to regroup. Here comes Eagan, and this is Reif in for the Wildcats as they change up everybody else. Reif got the goal tonight for the Wildcats with the assist to Johnson back in the second period. Meekin watches his men. And we've got whistles for 10:56 to go in regulation, 4-1 Blaze. Should mention for our Burnsville fans, they're home Saturday against Apple Valley at 3. They host Farmington Tuesday the 13th at 7, and then they finish at Shakopee with an afternoon tilt on the 17th. Absolutely. Yeah, you would think at Shakopee they'll be favored for sure, probably Apple Valley. And like I said, if we mentioned Leviticko Farmington, you just don't know. But, you know, any given day, as the phrase goes. And here comes Burnsville the other way. Kittleson with some room and some speed. Get it across. Oh, what a save by Toussaint. Rebound, another huge save by the Eagan netminder. Wisely iced it all the way down. Oh, my goodness, what a save. And you heard Tim Erlob out there. He slapped his stick down like, how did I miss that? I'm going to call that a game-saving save. It's over. Yep. Too bad we don't have a replay on this one, but little technical difficulties, the old gremlins in the system. Again, technology, great when it works. Unfortunately. Yep. Here come the Wildcats looking to get something going. Whoa, big hit there at center. A couple of guys go down. Beneke kind of fell back over his man. And we'll see if the Wildcats start taking some chances. Opportunity for Burnsville. Toussaint now. It's 5-1. What a goal. 22, Ian Harple. .7:13 time of that one. 5-1 Burnsville, and the Cats, they're hanging their heads and their hands on knees. Season high, 5 goals for the Blaze in this one. Kaplinski in front for the Cats. Johnson was there as well as the Cats looking to get one quick to make this a 3-goal game. England with an assist for Burnsville. He's got 2 goals and a helper now tonight. Not bad for a defenseman. Down into the corner behind the net. Burgum for the Wildcats. Right in front of the student section, a very quiet student section inside the Civic Arena. Even a hit like that didn't fire them up. Colin Meyer, a little too far for 37 in white. Down low for the Wildcats. Henry Reif sends it, backhands it around. We'll see if Coach Taylor tries to do anything different here with some of his lines. Maybe just to try and find something that's going to click.
He has moved Reif up now here to the first line with Myers.
And Meyer. And there's another big hit. And we shall play on. Cats really almost uncharacteristically sloppy between the blue lines tonight as well. Kielsen tried to go to the backhand on the pass. Wilson had nothing to do with that. Here comes Eagan the other way. Here's Beneke. Beneke got Wilson trailing. Beneke stops. Going to go behind the net. He'll set up for a quick shot. And that one hit a Burnsville player, and he's hurt. That was Engum that got it. Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, it might have been the shoulder or the neck. But he's staying out there. Definitely in some pain, though, as you see him kind of wincing over a little bit. And he's going to try and get it. Now he's going to head off as he thought about joining the rush. Thought better of it. Inside 7:40 to go in this one. 5-1 Burnsville. I did not expect a 5-1 game either way tonight. Yeah, I thought it'd be like a 3-2 kind of contest tonight.
I'm not sure that it hasn't been as far as the play is concerned. Just a few more mistakes by the Cats, specifically in the neutral zone. That's a bit awesome.
Yep, but you got to give Burnsville credit. They're capitalizing on it. Ring it around near side. Tompkins will send it in. 7 to go. Big hit there in the corner. Well, it almost looks like Burnsville just wants it more right now. And Toussaint's going to hang on.
It just looks like the Cats after that, the fourth one hurt, but that fifth one is taking a fair amount of wind out of their sails.
Yep. And do you want to correct something I said earlier? I said the Cats did not have school today. They did. They have tomorrow off. Not that it matters, but just want to be accurate.
Well, accuracy is good.
Yep. Kaluski sends it across for Henry Riff. He'll send it all the way down. Cats just, again, Rife stood up at the blue line. Dolney knocks his man down as Burnsville tries to get it into the zone. Kaluski up, centers it up there. Well, nobody tried to get it into the neutral zone. And here's Burnsville going to dump it in Bernhagen to give chase, number 6 in black. He's getting in there, helped by number 15, Wilmert. And the Cats too far. Tried to spring Wilson off the boards, didn't happen. And there's Austin for Burnsville. I don't think we've seen him. I don't know if he got any time in the first 2 periods. And it's 6-1. We are, yep. Yep, Derek Manzella, the sophomore, going to come in. 21 saves for Toussaint tonight. And really, without him, this could be a lot worse. Let's be honest. Manzella falls down after watching that one go wide. And here come the Wildcats. Keegan Johnson, the captain, is going to control it. Cats changing up behind the plate. Tried to get it over to Randall. Nothing doing there. Hayden just kicks that one aside for Burnsville. Here comes Bell. He's looking for a hat trick tonight. Well, we mentioned Oshin, the first time we really called his name tonight. He got an assist on that goal. Yeah. Connor Thomas with the other assist for Burnsville. 6-1. Season high for goals for Burnsville. Season high allowed for the Wildcats. Yep. 28 shots each team right now. Wildcats have 3 penalties, Burnsville 1. They have. Yep. Yeah, back early in this period, starting that 3-goal barrage, shall we say, this period. 3 goals in 9 minutes. So
it was a tough penalty to take there for Brigham to put plays on a power play and a 3-1 score, and it just hasn't gotten any better since then.
It has not. So assuming the Cats don't come back on this one, that will make them 0-4-1 in their last 5, with league-leading Rosemont on deck.
Yeah, and that's a big one. This was a big one, too, for section seating purposes.
Absolutely.
That Rosemont game looms even bigger.
And we've got, looks like we're going to get a rough on somebody.
That big number 21.
I think so, Anderson, yep. Second penalty of the night on Burnsville. Didn't see the play. Official did that. Yep.
They're going to call those things.
Absolutely.
Like it or lump it, that's just how it goes.
Well, the Cats 0-for-1 on the power play. Actually, they only had 148 on the other one before they took a penalty. Well, there's your official announcement from Nick Johnson here in the public address system.
Looks like the second power play unit out here for the Cats with Burgham, Mason.
Drew Wilson back at the other point. This is Mason over to 2 guys together. That's probably not supposed to happen. There's Meekin trying to get it across. They've got Poplinski in front of the net right now. Oftentimes we see Dolney there with that first power play unit.
Yeah, Eli will cause some problems with that big frame of his in front of the net. Really makes those defensemen kind of pay attention to him.
Drew Wilson behind the net. Watched by Sanders. Mason long shot all the way through, and Hayden makes the save on that one. And Poplinski's going to head off. Let's see, I assume that's Dolney coming on, and it is. Are the Cats going to change anybody else up? Looks like just Dolney or Poplinski for Dolney. A little kickstart my heart. Motley Crew on the OPA. Yeah, a little kickstart would be here. Good for the Wildcats with a goal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we could have used that a period ago.
Yeah. Yeah, with under 3 minutes to go. Mason just punches it in deep. There's Engum. Yeah, he looks fine. He and Dolney battle behind the board, behind the end line. Burgham backhands around. Dolney not there, but Engum is. Down to 48 to go in the Wildcat power play. Drew Wilson against Engum. He runs into the wall that is Engum. Back out. Quick shot. Hayden had a great look at it once again. Dolney, no chance for a rebound there.
And there's the key. As long as the goaltenders at this level have a look at things, they're just going to make the save. These are high-end goalies that play at this level.
Absolutely. And Hayden gets down quick. That puck never got through off the stick of Wilson. Wilson hustling trying to backhand. That does squirt out. 28 to go in the power play. Mason to regroup for the Wildcats. He'll stop behind his own net. Good aggressive forecheck over there by Erlob for Burnsville. There's Dolney through neutral. Eli Dolney, number 5. Long shot. That was nobody there. Cats changing up 3 behind the play as we're down to 2 minutes to go in this one. Trying to get in front of Dolney. Couldn't connect all the way down for Burnsville. That'll kill the Eagan power play. As there's 2, 1, and 0. Burnsville full strength. Yeah, he had a strong JV game before this one. They said Eagan JV won by a 4-2 count. Continuing their strong season. Yeah, unfortunately, the Varsity, they are slumping right now. It's a February swoon, as you called it, and I think it's pretty accurate.
Unfortunately, that's kind of what we've run up against. And, those one-goal games obviously play a role. They could go either way, but you you got to figure a way out to pull one or two of those out over that time frame.
Absolutely. So as we look at the conference standings, Rosemont's Burnsville's gonna hang on here. Cats are gonna fall to 500, 7-7-1. Burnsville's gonna improve to 6-9 in conference play, but they're only 7-15 overall.
Yeah, I think
so.
This is a tough loss, specifically because they already lost the first year, probably not as bad. Obviously not with a 3-0 score. This is does not help Eagan's cause when it goes to the section meetings to have 2 ticks against them in conference and in section team.
Right.
When you look at the records, Eagan probably still does get the nod, but they do have to come to play the next couple.
Absolutely. Might this be a 4-5 matchup in that first round?
You could be looking at a 4-5 right here, depending on who gets the nod, who gets the host.
Well, and that Burnsville-Apple Valley tilt next week could be big as well, as Apple Valley's, they were tied with Burnsville coming into tonight.
Another team that's had more success this year than they had in the past. Pup program struggled a bit, but found a way this year.
Quick shot, that never got all the way through, and we've got a whistle behind the play. Yep.
Probably 15 Milburn looks like he's having a conversation. We'll sit the rest of this one out. 35.1 left.
Yeah, I don't think we got to worry about overtime.
I don't think so.
So
that would be a barrage that even lacrosse teams can't.
Pretty much.
And they can score quick.
As I say, Eagan lacrosse, they know about that. Was it last year in the semis?
Yep.
Scored a bunch late to force overtime, if I remember right.
Coming through with a state title.
With the hardware, yep. And all the way out. As you watch the time tick away on your screen, we're down to 22. Now let's see if the Cats can punch one in here in the final few seconds. Got to get it out of their own zone here to start. Not going to happen. Burnsville just wisely dumps it in. That should pretty much kill it off. So it's going to be the Burnsville Blaze coming into the Eagan Civic Arena. Skating out of here with a 6-1 victory. Season high 6 goals for the Blaze. Eagan allowed a season high 6.
30 shots, so tough night. The pipes, I don't think Tucson was his fault necessarily. He had a couple of long breaks, a couple of guys wide open in front. Just too many turnovers, frankly, in the neutral zone that cost Eagan the game this evening.
And we'll mention, I'm just quick looking at it here. Eagan's allowed 19 goals in their last 5 games. You can't be giving up 4 a night and expecting to win a lot of them.
If you expect to win in this conference, you got to keep it under 3. If you can't do that, it's going to be a long road.
Yeah, well, it was a long road tonight for the Eagan Wildcats. As we said, Burnsville 6, Eagan 1. So TK, glad to have you back with us. It's fun.
Sorry I couldn't bring a little luck to the Cats tonight.
Yeah, fun to get the band back together. So that's going to wrap it up. He's Ted. I'm Mike. Evan's here with us as well. On behalf of the entire ETV crew, we say thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time for Wildcat Hockey on ETV.